Hey everyone, we're here in a premier Zendikar Rising draft. And this is my first draft of the format, but I felt like recording this for all of you and mostly myself to watch later. Hi Arthur, I know you're going to have fun watching this. And we'll see how it goes. Alright, the rare doesn't look that exciting. We've got some okay uncommons here. Feed the Swarm is kind of an interesting, just a removal spell. It's a great way to start. I know the Cleric's deck is strong, so this one would be good to pick up. Bubble Snare is good if I want to be in blue. Yeah, so I don't know how good Acquisitions Expert is. I could pick this and go to into the Rogues deck, but I'll try to stay open. Pick a generic removal spell and see what cards come to me. Alright. Definitely want to pick up a bunch of these modal lands. Kind of increase the spell count in my deck. So, looks like a good Warriors card here. What am I noticing? Blood Beckoning. It's a good creature. Vanquish the Weak. I could follow up with another black pick. This one doesn't seem that strong though, because the power 3 or less creatures are usually going to be less than 3 mana, so you're kind of getting a mana disadvantage here. I could stake a claim on a mediocre cleric. I think Blood Beckoning is kind of generically powerful. Keeps me open to other colors. Perhaps I'm supposed to go for more of a power pick here with like a Kargan War Leader, but we'll try this out. Okay, so this is a good signal for rogues. It's kind of like a premier rogue card, so seeing this third pick is a good signal that neither of the drafters to my right are in rogues. This is just kind of like a weaker rogue. Don't think this one is particularly good. And Deadly Alliance. You know, I was thinking this was a kind of a strong rogue pick here, but Deadly Alliance feels like the way to go. Kind of a generic removal, can get pretty cheap. So rather than stake my claim here, I'll just take what I think is probably the better card and stay open. One more pick. Unfortunately, that sends a signal to my left that Rogues is open. But we'll just have to deal with that. So it looks like white is pretty cut. This Raptor is fine. Got some red cards here. I'm not really sure what to take here. I mean, this might just be fine. A fine rogue. Doesn't seem that strong, but what else have we got here? You know what? This might be get into some weird green-black party deck. That one seems kind of powerful. Okay, we're back into thinking about rogues. And clerics are open too. For Feed the Swarm, I'd rather be in clerics. So this is a nice cleric to prioritize. But we know that rogues is felt a little bit more open, which would mean something like this Wind Robber, although I don't know if this card is any good in the rogues deck. I could take this I'm gonna see if Clerics is open because I kind of want to try that deck out. So we'll stick with this. And Punished. Alright, clear signal here that Rogues is open. So I think we're gonna pick up on that. And I don't really see anything else here. So let's just go with the Rogues. Gonna hide these cards here. And yeah, we are in the seat for Rogues. So we'll just keep picking up Rogues and good Rogue cards. Glacial Grasp is probably pretty good, but I want to make sure that I get my Rogues in. Kind of correct the signal that I sent. Make sure that I get some good cards in pack 2. And yeah. I don't know what these numbers are. 1 out of 4, 3 out of 4. It's interesting. Maybe the number of ones I've seen. I don't know. Some sort of new overlay. Throne of McKindy. Casting kicked spells. It's an interesting rare, I guess. I'll just pick this up. I don't know if this is playable. I doubt the land is. Spell Shield. Could make the deck. Got a Cleric here in case we need to snap back into that archetype. Sure. Counter target creature or planeswalker spell. It's like a quench just for those. This replaces itself. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Red, I think we're far away from red, so. Alright, on to pack 2. Oh. We've got a white pseudo bomb, looks like. This isn't even that good, just a bunch of card advantage. What do we have in rogue colors? We've got Death Touch Rogue, which is not amazing for a first pick. Relic Amulet, Instant Sorcerer, or Wizard. You know what, this might be more powerful. Just because it's, you know, repeatable removal. And none of these seem that great. If I pick up some wizards, I've already got some instants and sorceries, you know. I could kind of focus on maybe blue-black party. Or if the cards take me in a different way. So, starting to think that we might not see a lot of rogues in this pack, which is mildly concerning. We do have this rogue, which doesn't seem that great. 2/3 for 3. Got this modal land, which is nice, and a decent rogue actually. 5/3 menace. I think we might take that. Coveted Prize is a pretty slow tutor. Probably not what the rogue deck wants to tempo out, so I'll take that. Alright, so this is the rogue equipment, which says, oh, I could rare draft that. That it's amazing if we're milling, which this guy does, this guy does. That's generally what the rogues are trying to do. So I'd kind of like to take that and see how good it is. Don't have any other good rogue cards. In fact, blue is completely absent from this pack. So let's pick that and see how hard stuck we are here. Into the Royal, just a great card. Spoils of Adventure. Blue-white party, interesting. Love to get this on the wheel. And oh, it's interesting rare there, Swarm Shambler. But I think we're just gonna take the tempo spell here. And hope that's good for our aggressive deck. Alright, we got Malakir Rebirth, which is okay with ETB triggers. Enters the battlefield. Seeing no rogues, so we're not the only rogues player, which is unfortunate. Can we get out of it? I mean, we're base black. Not seeing clerics either. I guess those are the easy to identify archetypes. I have no idea. I've never even heard of this card. I'm gonna take the land here, just for generally upping the spell count. Alright, this seems like the lowest priority rogue. I mean, the cards we're passing aren't great. We're definitely seeing some red cards here, and some white. So I think we hook someone to our left into rogues, which is unfortunate. Is there a way we get out of it? Not really. Don't want the Colossus. I mean, spare supplies. Seems like pretty poor filler. Confounding conundrum. I think we rare draft that. And he draws a card, so that's cool. Could mess with some landfall. Alright. Doesn't feel like we're gonna want a 6-drop in the rogues deck. So maybe we just go for Mind Drain. It's a tempo play. We're pretty low curve. Or not a tempo play, sorry. A card advantage play. Guess we could pick up a Dreadworm here. And 2/2 Menace for 3. I guess 3/3 for 3 if we have to go into green for some reason. We'll take the Shadow Cat. And to our sideboard. Okay. Hagra Mauling seems awesome. So I think that's going to be the pick. Also Acquisitions Expert. Man. I'm just realizing that we shipped 2 very playable rogues. There's Deadly Alliance. I guess this is always going to be 4 mana kill spell, and we're passing 2 good black cards. But I just love the flexibility there. Ooh, rough. So the person to our right is also in blue. Oh man, we did not get a good seat here. This could help us punt, like keep attacking, target creature control, becomes indestructible. I don't think it's going to be great though. This is a cool card, but I mean, I guess we do have a chance to get over into green, but we just don't have a lot pushing us to do so. And I definitely feel like I forced the wrong colors here. Missed the signals that I'd probably see if I understood the format better. Sacrifice a creature, draw a card. This is a cleric's card. Scry X. Yeah, this has really gone off the rails. I mean, none of these things really do anything for us. Alright. If it was kicked, it enters the battlefield with +1/+1 counter for each non-basic land. So this is just a 4/4 for 4. think actually we just need this rogue. Messing up everybody's drafts here. Okay. Oh, we don't want to play against this. We don't have a lot of wizards either. Maybe we want this for the Deadly Alliance. Diversity. Bubble Snare is fine. And we could go for Party here. We got this again, but guess we don't have much of a top end, but what is this going to be? -2? We don't have any clerics. Alright. Picked up a nice 2-drop rogue here. This just doesn't seem playable, so... Warrior? For our party? Party cards, and then, yeah. Definitely messed up the balance of this draft due to my inexperience. Alright. Alright, so this is gonna be a pretty shaky deck. But let's see. See if we can fix things in deck building. One Blood Beckoning seems fine. Anti-cognition, probably not. And I'm not sure. We don't want 2 of these. We do have some cards to cut, which is nice. Definitely don't want that. This, for 7 mana, it can attack. This just doesn't fit in our deck. And I'm not sure about the snake. 4 drops. We've got a lot of 4 drops. Probably don't need that many. I want to keep the warrior in for party and the wizards in for this amulet. So that means the shadow cat is out. 5/4 seems fine. And how many extra lands do we have? We have 3, but we really want to cast this one as a spell. So we could trim maybe to 16 for 19 lands total. Okay. And then... which of these cards aren't really doing it for us? Bubble Snare is actually more of a 4. This one's kind of a 2. This one doesn't really add to the tempo. We'll try out Oblivion's Hunger. We just have to make one more cut. Which could be one of these rogues. It could be the Relic Amulet. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got enough. 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 ways to trigger this. I think we've got enough that this is interesting. So... 8 or more. Yeah, I think we do have to keep our rogues in, which means our weakest card is Mind Drain. Alright. Let's try that, see how it goes.